Life is boring. Or is it? Your life may be boring, but the question is that a bad thing? Do you feel like your life is too boring? Today's video might just help you in this time of reflection. Most of the time, we tell stories about our lives this way. First we were born, then we did things and made memories, and now we're here doing our job or whatever. But in the future, we want to do more things. Maybe visit the world and save enough money to have a fun retirement. We all tend to think of our lives this way, with a starting, a middle, and an end. This makes sense, since thinking about the past helps us understand where we are now, and having hopes and dreams for the future gives us something to look forward to and work toward. If we don't like the way things are right now, we can put our brain and anger in the hope that things will be better tomorrow. So what can make life less boring? Stay tuned until the end of the video to find out. If you think about what it's like to live life and what it's like every day, it's a very different feeling. We wake up, feel kind of groggy, stumble downstairs to get coffee, jump in the shower, and get dressed before getting in the car to get that bread. And after you get that bread, you get more bread at McDonald's because you're addicted. And then you come home, usually pretty tired, and you veg out and watch Netflix or whatever you do until you go to bed. When living their lives, this is how most people feel. Most of the time, life is pretty average. Every day, you do the same things. You tend to do things over and over again in the same way. It's not usually very exciting or mind-blowing. It's more like normal day-to-day stuff. But is that bad? I mean, social media makes us think that everyone hangs out on yachts, goes on crazy trips, tries all 2,000 kinds of bananas in Southeast Asia, marries their dream person, and has the cutest kids. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell to stay updated on our daily videos. But that's not life. That's a highlight reel. And the highlights we keep seeing from the people we follow on Instagram or the movies we watch on Netflix start to really change the story we tell ourselves about our own lives. We start to think that a good life, or at least a life lived to the fullest, is one with as many of these peaks as possible. This makes us feel like the days when these cool, crazy things aren't happening aren't as good as they could be. We get used to having great days, and when we have boring days, we feel like we're wasting our potential and our lives. But we tell ourselves that this is not how anyone else's life is, not Dwayne Johnson or Elon Musk. Sure, these guys do some really cool and important things more often than we do. But most of the time, they just get up and do a bunch of things they don't want to do. They don't give up, work hard, and are often very upset or stressed out. Still, they have to go potty and eat. Most of their lives are like this. They go through life the same way you do. Except that when Elon Musk fantasizes about getting away from the daily work and taking a vacation, he thinks about going to Mars instead of the Bahamas. You only live one day at a time. So, if you sleep 8 hours every night, which I'm sure you do, you only have about 16 hours left to live. All the things that happen between the time you lift your head off the pillow and the time you put it back down again seem normal and not very important. Life is just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Depending on how you look at it, this can sound either very sad or very encouraging. Those 16 hours can be sad, of course, if you don't like them. Most of the time, we are slaves to our bad habits. We end up in social or financial situations we don't like because we do things we don't want to, like jobs we don't really like. So most of the things we do every day are things we don't like. which is why we think so much about the future. We're still waiting to live our real lives, and if this is all there is, it's very sad. But there's a bright side. Changing your whole life isn't as hard as you might think, because life is made up of these 16-hour mini episodes. That's enough time to get pretty good at something. We can start doing things we enjoy and that are good for us, and we can train ourselves to make choices that are in line with our values and help us be the person we want to be every day. Because a good life is just a string of good days. Not necessarily days when everything went our way and nothing was hard or stressful, but days when our system worked. We gave life a good shot. We made choices that were in line with our morals and did the little things that made us happy. Maybe that means having a good conversation with a friend or putting in a little extra effort when you cook to make something you're proud of and will remember. That might mean getting into one good habit after another, so that the things that keep you grounded, happy, and in a good mood become things you do without even thinking about it. When we look at life this way, the little choices we make every day become clearer. If you've always wanted to be more outgoing, you should say yes when the guys ask you out for a beer today. If you've always wanted to get in better shape, you should go to the gym today. That's all it is. It took place today. That's it for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We post videos every week, so stay notified. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.